Hey, this is Russ. I'm continuing on from the Prospect Heights Trail. I decided to go forward and check out the mall. Further up ahead is Randhurst Shopping Center. We've done this before in the past too, but since we have new folks on here, I figured, hey, I'll take you guys there too. I'll eventually have to take a left. I'm just waiting for cars to pass me. Once they pass me, I'll have a clearer chance to get to the left. So I'll signal, let them know that I'm turning. So what I do is I take the back roads. I mean, you could take the main streets to get to there, but taking the back roads is actually better. It's a little bit safer. Always search out alternative roads. You don't really want to be on the main streets if you can avoid it. So yeah, Saturday's ride is still the ride I'm on right now. What you saw on Saturday, now this video will be out on Monday. It's just a continuation. You know, the videos get to be really long, and I know that. I kind of look at it this way. I just leave it there for you. If you want to watch the entire ride, you can, and if you don't, you can always tune off, right? But if I edit it all out and take everything out, then you don't have an option. This is why a lot of my bike ride videos could be 30-40 minutes long. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer it all edited down to a 10-minute video? Or do you prefer to hang out with me and just watch the entire thing? I know a lot of you have said in the past that, you know, you'll just kind of leave it on in the background, listen to me talk, and look up every now and then, see where the ride is. You know, that's what I do when I watch other people's rides. I don't watch every minute of it, but I do listen to everything. And others have told me it's really not the ride, it's just listening to the conversation. So yeah, do it any way you like. Watch and listen only, watch only. Some of you even ride your exercise bikes along with me. That's good too. Now you'll find that usually when I'm on the streets, I'll do a lot of throttling because I don't want to really stay on the street any longer than I have to. So I try to get out as fast as I can to get off of the big streets. So right now I'm just throttling. I'm not even pedaling. And of course, this eats up most of your battery power this way, because I'm looking at my battery meter, and it says 737 watts is being used. That's the full maximum that comes off of my battery, apparently, or off of this controller. So up ahead, you'll see there's a guy on his bike. He's on the sidewalk. I don't think cops would stop you if you're on a sidewalk, but I know that they don't encourage you to be on it. They prefer you to be on the street. What triggers a lot of these lights is the metal in the car, but the bikes don't have enough metal to trigger the lights. This is why a lot of times you'll hear me say, I hope there's a bike or a car coming up, because if I need a left turn signal, I won't get it unless a car triggers it for me. Sometimes, like early on a Sunday, I've gone on Sunday rides before, and I'll be standing there at the stoplight, and it's not triggering the light. It doesn't think there's anybody there, so it becomes a problem. So we have a ruling here in Illinois, or at least in our area, that says if you're at a stoplight for more than 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, and it hasn't changed for you, you have the legal right to actually to actually go past that light. I think that's a good rule. I mean, if there's no cars around, you know, give the guy a chance to get out of that. So they have that ruling at least. What I do like, though, in some areas that have a lot of bikes and things, they have a ability to pass through stop signs without stopping if there's no cars or anything around. I wish Illinois would adopt that. It would be a lot easier than having to stop at every stop sign. Now, I mentioned before, too, in the past that when I was going through all my law enforcement training, I had an instructor who would blast through all of these stop signs here because he says that law enforcement has no legal right to write any ticket on a private property that has stop signs. So he would purposely do it. Now, I don't purposely do it. But sometimes I do blast through them. So this is Randhurst shopping area. All right, I don't know why this guy's stopping. He's trying to turn, I guess. So we're right next to a Costco here. I actually have several Costco's I'm near. This is one of them. Obviously, if I can get here with my bike, I can get here with my car, right? I have two or three other Costco's that are not too far from me. I'm kind of in the middle of all of them. That's why I go to Costco so much. All right, so let's turn over here. So yeah, I remember this Randhurst shopping center used to be an indoor shopping mall. Then they tore it all down and they turned it into, we'll go straight here. They turned it into this outdoor type shopping experience. I don't know, I kind of like the indoor one better. So now in order to get to store, you have to go outside versus before it was an indoor thing. Okay, so to my left there's Five Guys, Chipotle, T-Mobile. In front of me there's Outback Steakhouse. Give you a tour here. Directly in front of me is PNC Bank. And to the left you can see there's Costco. There's actually a hotel right here, Hampton Inn Suites. There's an Old Navy to the left, to the right. There's Michael's. There's DSW. To the left, there's Mod Pizza. Let's take a left here. What is this? Menchie's. That's frozen yogurt. I think this thing here to the right is empty at this point. Straight ahead, there's Panera Bread. What else is here? To the left, GNC. I'm trying to angle my body a little bit. Nothing but cakes. To the right is Torrid, whatever that is. There's TJ Maxx. To the right. All right, we're gonna have to go through here. All right, there's a PetSmart. There's some other stuff behind me. I'm not gonna go through there. There's just too many cars right now. PetSmart. There's an empty building thing there. There's Steak and Shake. Straight ahead is, what is that? Buffalo Wild Wings. There's a Jewel food store ahead of us. Off to the right, let me pull my camera a little bit here. Home Goods. There's AMC Theaters. And then let me go through this section. They change everything. It's all outside now, so they're just little buildings essentially. Pancakes and Cafe to the right, Experience, Pancakes and Cafe, Eggs Experience. To the left is empty, to the left is AMC movie theaters. I'll go down here. And I think, you know, they lost a lot of businesses here when the pandemic happened, but I think they weren't really doing that great anyways. To my right, they're all for lease. The entire building is for lease. To the left, some of it's for lease. Phoenix Salon Suites. And there's more stuff to the right. I'll come down this way here. But all of these things are empty. This whole section is empty. It's a lot of cars, but I think the cars are there for the Hampton Inn Suites. I'll swing around their section here. This is the Hampton Inn Suites. Organic Nails straight ahead. Well, off to the left at this point. AMC Theaters straight ahead. Yeah, I think the pandemic really hurt a lot of this area, in addition to the fact that they weren't doing that well in the first place. All right, let's head out of here. That is the one thing that's kind of nice having the e-bike, is that I could experiment and go to different areas and try different things like this. I would not do this with a car, I know that. Especially now with the gas money. Gas is getting up there in price. What's the gas at your area? Put a comment below, let me know what your gas prices are. The last time I filled up at Costco in my area, that was several days ago. I think we were $4.37 for regular. Now, Costco has the lowest price of gas in the area, so it's really higher than that in the Chicago area. We have two different counties. There's Cook County and Lake County. I was up in Lake County, and it's usually cheaper there because Cook County has additional taxes that they impose on gas and things. So a lot of people go to Lake County to buy things, including their gas. Alright, so we're all just kind of waiting to make our left turns here. All right, so that's a tour of one of our shopping center areas. So we are in Mount Prospect right now. Off to the right is mostly industrial buildings. The Mount Prospect Police Department is off to our right. We'll be passing them in a minute here. I'm doing about 24.5, 24.8 miles an hour, full throttle. Police department's off to our right. That's a new building for them, I believe. I don't know how long they've been there, but those were new buildings being built up a while ago. Alright, so I'm going to take a left turn here. So I'm signaling to let the car behind me know that I'm turning. Alright, it's always good to get off of that. I don't particularly like being on streets that are going 45 miles an hour. So I'm going to be heading back to the Prospect Heights Trail. It's a trail we've done quite a bit, and I think it was the first trail that I did that was outside of our 3-mile path that I always take. Definitely need water with you. I'm dried out all the time whenever I'm talking. You hear me sniffling still too. I mean, the weather is decent, but the wind blowing up against you really get to you after a while. Left or right, we have to take a right. Let's try down here. We're heading in the right direction, let's put it that way. Even if I may not 100% know which streets to take, we're in the right direction. Yeah, probably too early. I was hoping that I would be able to avoid being back on the big streets, but looks like we have no choice. We got to be back on the big street. Yep. Too early. We got to head toward that stoplight that's ahead of us. We got to take a left at that stoplight. Now, I use my rear view mirror a lot. I want to see what's coming up from behind. That'll tell me whether I have a chance to move over or not. I don't like looking over my shoulder. If I could avoid having to do that, I'd rather use the mirror. All right. Back at the swimming pool area. Yeah, that swimming pool looks really it looks really beat up when there's no water in there. I think they're going to repaint it as well. It's usually blue, and it doesn't look blue this time. So, the last time I mentioned that my battery had cut out on me, I have not had a chance to look at it because I'm still on the ride. I gotta head back home. Yeah, I just kind of split this ride into two. So you saw it on Saturday, and now you're seeing it here on Monday. But it's really kind of getting to me to figure out what's wrong with that thing. Could be connectors. I have a gut feeling it's connectors. The worst case would be the battery. That would be an expensive thing. You only get one season out of it, that would be really bad. But when I charged it up last time, after the ride with it, because I did use it before, I was able to get a full battery charge into it from when I checked into it. So we'll know better when I get home and check it out with the multimeter. So now we're heading back from the Prospect Heights Trail. I've always kind of felt that things look a little different when you go back. I mean, it is the same trail, but it always looks a little different in the other direction. I mean, I keep you for the entire thing because we did do the mall, and that added up a lot of time. But I'm going to take you at least past my favorite area where all the electrical stuff is. Okay, some cars stop for you. Always wave, thank you. Yeah, there's still water on this path. I don't know why that is. It's like the ground is not absorbing all the water, so it's still out here. I recall the very first time I came out here, there was a huge amount of water. I wasn't really sure going through it was a good idea because how much it would splash up, so I turned around and went back and didn't cross. And then the second time I came through and it had it, I just went through it. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like you're gonna fall into a deep pit because we know what the path is, right? But the splash is real. Having the fenders really pays off, and even with the fenders, I can still feel it splashing up on you. So they're not 100% perfect fenders. These bikes without the fenders, wow. I mean, I can just imagine how much that's kicking up. So yeah, it's good to get out. I'm glad we're not stuck inside all the time. Finally being able to get outside and doing some things. I think consistent weather in San Diego is the thing that I always miss the most. Now, it does get cold in San Diego too. It's not like it doesn't, but when I lived out in San Diego, I remember the very first Christmas I was there, I was washing my car in shorts. Try to do that here in Chicago, you know? Forget it. It's not going to happen. people walking. We're gonna have to hit these guys with the bell. They're taking up the entire path there. Oh, they're moving by themselves. And these ladies are running. She has an umbrella. Thank you. Yeah, having the bell really pays off. It beats having to yell out. You hit the bell, it's higher frequency, it travels a little bit. They can hear it from a distance. Alright, here's my favorite spot, as you know. Favorite in the sense that it's just weird looking. Yeah, see, it looks a little different from this angle, I think. A lot of activity going on in there right now. Yep. Looks like a dangerous place. Dangerous place to work. There's warnings all over this thing. You know, stay away. Get electrocuted. You better believe I'm staying away. I'm not going in there. That is not a safe place to be. Anyways, appreciate you guys following along. We'll do more rides as the weather permits. I think when the weather gets a little better, we'll head off to Bussy Woods. That's a longer ride. And as the season gets on, we'll start seeing things change. All this stuff will turn green. The rides will look better. If I'm able to get a second bike that's a foldable bike, we'll go even farther. We'll see. Anyways, I appreciate you guys following along. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you guys next time.